According to the USDA, honeybees are responsible for 1 out of every 3 bites of food we take, but they are currently facing dire threats. This year, over 1,000 beehives have been reported missing or vandalized in California. Karen Marroquin traveled to California's farming communities to explain what's happening to the bees and what's at stake.
Here in Fresno County, bees are essential for the growth of a lot of the country's produce, including plums here at 559 Honey Company. But in February of this year, Ben Zentner, a beekeeper in Kingsburg, received a pivotal call from a local farmer.
He told me that I had a beehive knocked over, so came out, took a look at it, ended up seeing that all 4 hives were knocked over and that it was done maliciously, and ended up having 2 of the hives basically die off because of damage, plus I've got damage on equipment.
The vandalization cost Zentner nearly $700, but this isn't the first time that something like this has happened to him, and he's not alone. Rowdy Freeman, Butte County Sheriff's deputy and beekeeper, says that so far in California this year, 1,169 beehives have been reported vandalized or stolen.
It's the perfect crime, it's one beekeeper stealing from another, and it's very difficult for beekeepers or even the general public to be able to differentiate between whether or not it's the legitimate beekeeper or it's a theft in progress.
This is similar to what happened in Zentner's situation.
The other individual was short on a contract and decided that they were going to get easy money and basically steal whole entire semi-load worth of bees.
Bees are extremely important to the agricultural community because without these, farmers and beekeepers wouldn't be able to grow food such as almonds or plums. Over 1/3 of the country's vegetables and 2/3 of the country's fruits and nuts are grown in California, according to state agriculture officials. Many of the crops here depend on bees to pollinate plants and trees to produce food. So honeybees are vital workers here and are often transported from farm to farm to do their job. However, the availability of cropland has been declining, while beehive rental costs are on the rise.
This year, the average price for a beehive was probably between $210 and $225 per hive. Some farmers need a couple hundred. Some farmers need a couple thousand.
Freeman says that's making it easy for thieves to make a lot of money with little effort. Luckily for Zentner, the thieves didn't get away with the crime thanks to GPS trackers that he installed in his beehives, which spared him a huge financial loss.
Of all the hives that were there, I'm going to guess it would have been over $100,000.
And it didn't take much to protect his bees.
The individual devices themselves are somewhere in the $100, $150 range normally, and then you pay for those activation services, like a monthly fee on those devices. It's kind of a small price to pay to help protect your property and your bees.
Still, Zentner says that beehive thefts and vandalizations are far from gone.
It'll slow it down some, but it won't stop all of it because we can't have a GPS and everything. But, I mean, we can do what we can only do.
In Kingsburg, California, Karen Marroquin, Cronkite News.
Law enforcement officials say it's very difficult to investigate these types of crimes because they usually happen in rural areas, but they'll keep working hard to fight against the theft and vandalism.